Hello and welcome to the Downseller Studio YouTube channel. My name is Jen and I am here today with a Let the Mystery Unravel double unboxing. I guess just a quick life update here. Things have been a little crazy in these parts. As many of you know, my mom has stage 4 lung cancer. We do videos together here sometimes on the channel, although she hasn't had a voice since the middle of July. So we haven't done any videos recently, but she has had a lot of radiation treatments and is getting ready to start chemo. Has had some other issues with needing fluid drain from her lungs. And then my dad and I all got COVID. So it has been chaos in short. So she's doing a little better. She didn't end up with any COVID symptoms. My dad and I did, as you can probably hear a little bit in my voice, but we're very much on the mend. I'm getting a bit sick of isolating down here in the cellar in my craft room, although, I mean, what better place to be stuck? But not getting Dan sick is definitely a priority, so it's fine. I'm nearing the end of my little isolation here. He's actually going to bring home some tests today, so hopefully I can test and maybe get out of here. So that is, in short, what's been going on. But all that to say, I haven't had the time, the bandwidth, the presentability to get here on camera and open these things, so I didn't open them. Hello, self-control. So I've got a July box and an August box. Yep, I'm looking at the notes on them. So we're going to do that in a second, but I do have some beautiful squares to share with you. So I thought we'd look at all of the ones I already have done, and then we'll look at the new colors that I'm going to put into this blanket. There is a knit and a crochet version of this. I'm doing the crochet version. The pattern is the Blanket of Calm by Casapinka. It's basically a solid granny square, quite simple, even if you're new to crochet. And I am really looking forward to their upcoming box that's going to start this fall. There will be links to everything down below. They are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small kickback if you choose to purchase through me, and I would greatly appreciate it. It's a great way to be able to support this channel. And next year's theme is Murder She Knit. So it's like a Murder She Wrote kind of theme. You get a kit every month. You can customize lots of different things, knitting or crochet pattern, really flexible. The ladies over at Woolen Women Fibers are so creative, and I think you'll agree. Just go check it out. Even if you don't think you're going to do it, go check it out. Their website is really cool, and they do some very creative things. One quick thing, I am wearing a hand knit top. This is the Deshane top. I think it's by Layla Raven. I ripped it back this summer to make the back of it longer, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy to have it in my summer rotation. All right, without further ado, let's look at my squares. All right, square number 1. This was our very first kit. I love that pink one. I love how it just makes the whole thing pop. All right, how am I going to do this so I don't get them confused? Okay. Number 2, these older ones have been steamed already, so they sit nice and flat. The newer ones have not. You'll see they'll look a little more wonky, but that's all right. They'll even out. Square number 3. Square number 4 is a little more earthy. Square number 5. Square number 6, which I'm pretty sure was in March. Could not love all these greens more. Wait, what did I say? 5? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6. Okay. This one is very springy, number 7. It gives some serious Easter vibes. 7. 8 is like stained glass. That's what that one reminds me of. So bright. And then, last but not least, this was my June, which still needs to have the border. I do a 3-round border on it. That's not part of the pattern, but I like having them all kind of separated. And again, kind of stained glass kind of effect. I tend to leave on the tags until I get it all seamed together and take a picture. And then I take them off. All right, let's see what we've got for our next theme for June 28th to July 28th. Shadow at the Water's Edge is the theme, and Nancy's postcard here says, All right. Dear Bess and George, I'm already here at the Ryorkan in Japan. I await your arrival. As I do, I'm preparing to start my job as an English teacher here. While exploring the ground, some strange things have been happening. Even more strange, the owners of the Ryorkan seem scared to tell me what is going on, and guests are beginning to leave. The inn is now quite empty. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of this. Love, Nancy the Knitter. And then we have all of our little scratch-off clues, which I will do as I finish each square. So let us see our yarn here. Ooh, look at this, beautiful. All right, I'm not going to do these in number order because I don't think you care. This is number 7. Beautiful blues. I love this like light aqua kind of color. This is number 4. Like a straw kind of color. Another beautiful mid-teal kind of color. Some grays with pops of green. Look how cool that is. A brighter like ecto cooler green with some other bits in there and some oranges as well. It's kind of snake-like. Blues and greens mixed together. Oh, I'm saving my favorite for last. Ooh, 2 favorites actually. This one is like neon. And then, as always, like with the pink one that I showed you in the first square, pop a color. So cool. All right, let's look at them all together. All right, let's see if I can get them all in the shot for you. Just beautiful, as always. And of course, we also have our stitch marker, progress keepers rather, for this month. Oh my goodness. Nancy has got like her beautiful like top bun. Actually, let me show you the art for that. And then look at her beautiful like bun and robes. And this looks like some sort of beverage. Sorry, my nails are terrible. Yeah, I don't know what kind of beverage that's supposed to be. I feel like I should get it. It's green with like a little lemon on top. So maybe she's gonna have a cocktail in Japan. Is there some sort of Japanese cocktail? A mojito? Is that? No. Is that? I don't know where mojitos are from. Anyways, I don't know what kind of beverage it is. If you know, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, and then since we're doing a double feature, we also have our next one, which is July 28th through August 28th. And the postcard says, Dear Dad, I've come across the most exciting opportunity. The Italian secret police have asked me to investigate a series of art thefts in Venice. What is even more curious, the thief wears a cape and a mask. The media has begun to call the thief the Phantom. They say the thief leaves behind no clues, so they have called me in to help. I'm on the case. Wish me luck, Nancy the Knitter. All right, I'm going to show you first the progress keepers because I can't even with how cute these are. Nancy is gorgeous and Venice ready with her insanely gorgeous ponytail. And she's got some gelato, right? Look at that curly pony situation. So cute. Okay, and then we've got our minis. Again, I'm not going to go into any kind of order because we're going fast and loose today. Let's get this done. Okay, so we're going to start with this awesome, like marini kind of blues and greens with those pops of the yellowy green. Beautiful. Number 6, my favorite number, and one of my favorite colors from this group. Another beautiful range of greens and yellows. And then we've got a more tonal mid-green, kind of grassy. Then we've got a brighter yellowy green, very ecto cooler vibes for my 80s kids out there. More kind of neon green with blacks and white. Then for something different, we've got like a plum kind of color. and a plummy one that also has some like peaches in it. Very cool, kind of like buildings in Venice. I can sort of see this being on like roof tiles and things like that. We've got an extremely bright, I wish you could see quite how neon this one is. And then a really beautiful, this is my mom's color blue. If you know it, you know it. Love it. All right, now let's see if we can do the thing. We're gonna hold them all up. I want you to be able to see them all together. Oh, it's really great. I'm gonna hold up again the postcard so you can see the mask. Right? We've got all of those colors in the yarns. Really fun. Again, this has just been such a fun project. I'm so grateful to the ladies over at Woolen Women Fibers for sending these over to me every month, and I'm really looking forward to next year as well. I can't believe that in like the small bits of time that it takes me to work on these squares and put them together every month, that I'm just gonna have a blanket. Like I can just sew my 12 patches together, maybe add a border if I want to, and voila, we have a blanket. And I always end up with leftovers afterwards, which I've been saving. So I might add those to the border, either in like stripes or do like smaller squares. Like I could, there's so many possibilities. If I want to keep going with it, I could, or I could save those for another project. You know, it's, yeah, possibilities are endless, and I love that kind of project. I also, you know, if you're like me, you like to have many projects on the go. I like to have some things that actually take some focus and attention, and other stuff that I can just autopilot. And I've needed a lot of autopilot knitting this year, for one. Two, socks are great, but it's also really important to give your body a break from doing the same motion. So for knitting, if I'm doing this, crochet is just a different motion. So for me, it's important to switch it up. I want to be able to knit and crochet as long as possible. So I can do a lot of it if I switch things up. So anyways, there's my little PSA. I am not a medical profession. This is not medical advice. I'm just telling you what works for me and what's kind of common sense. So those are my thoughts. I'm really excited to get back to work on these. So I think for now I am going to sign off, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.